Dubrovnik event in progress. Stay vigilant. Check your colleague's soup seals. Activating translation matrix. Populating language database. "5,239 languages loaded. 37 languages failed to load. Error log sent to central server. Have a great chat." Yeah, so this is once again a text game, actually. I mean, the graphics are nice, but they're not actually needed. So, what do I pick as a reply? I refuse to believe there are that many languages. Yeah, actually, I'm not that great at doing different voices, so I'll see how I get through this game. There are more. Over 6,000 living languages at this time, and that's ignoring the tech. Yeah, the tech, that's from the last game. Those were the robots that were helping out humans and that were likely going to rebel. Okay, so in my game, oh well, it doesn't matter. Ignoring text has caused humanity a fair few problems. Yes, fair point. I, on the other hand, am happy to help. Have a great chat. I doubt I'll be allowed to do much chatting. If the rumors are true, this is above my pay grade. Perhaps, but you will be the first point of contact. You've been assigned to set up communication with the recovered? Apologies, syntax error. I don't know who it is you're assigned to set up communication with. The notes say non-human. I do not understand. I'm going to go ahead and guess it's that big angry thing stood up there, Mr. Chat. That seems likely, although as an onboard support AI, I cannot see the big thing. As a low-level AI, I am also ill-equipped to tell you about its mood. Oh, it's big. Easy to find then. Hop to it, engineer. Establishing external communication. I suggest adopting a polite tone. Don't let the enormity of first contact overwhelm you. And probably no need to mention the perilous situation humanity is currently in. Yeah, thank you very much. This'll make it so much easier. So, come here often? It looks like you're trying to translate a new language. Can I help? I think it might be wise to not do all of this on my own. I might miss out on nuances. And, well, I mean, this is a sassy AI, but maybe that'll just make it even more fun. I may need that, yes. Of course. Okay, first step. Names. That's logical. Clearly state your name to the other party. Hi, I'm Mark. Mark? Okay, so this thing can actually talk. Sure. Mark, Gabriel. Hello, Gabriel. Hello, Mark. Okay. Yes. Great job, Mark. No need for sarcasm. I lack the intellectual capacity for sarcasm. I am an onboard AI, not a tech. A common ground must be found, vocabulary identified, numbers and biology, like you're teaching a child. Yeah, except that it's like a 6-foot child. We're not the same. I have 2 hands, 4 fingers and a thumb on each. You have 3 fingers? 2 fingers, 1 thumb. Yeah, he's a smart aleck. Damn, this is slow. Damn right. Wait, I never taught you right. You understand? Mark understands? I do. I can understand you. Your speech should get better as we talk, but it should do so exponentially. Okay, he needs help. Help me. You need my help? I do. I am here against my will. I have been captured and detained. This starts to remind me of the previous game. It also had this idea that the techs don't get to do what they want. Maybe that's the connection? A thematic connection, at least. Mark, we should likely steer the conversation back to the vocabulary expansion. I'm sure Command are very familiar with Gabriel's situation. I assume my captors will be back shortly. I need your help. I need you to remove this restraint. Wait, what restraint? This, on my neck. The blinking thing, I guess. With a flashing light. It shocks me if I leave this circle. Your restraint looks like it's made from a modified defibrillator. Whatever your word, it stings. It knocks me out if I try to escape. You look like an orc, dude. I don't blame them. Noted. I need you to deactivate it. The human who set it up used a wrist device, a remote control of some kind. Please. I've actually looked at the achievements for the game, and I think I saw something about making a good choice. Like, the end will be multiple choice. You can pick your ending. And it's my guess that we have the choice to distrust him and everything will just go down the drain, and that if we are like, yeah, you're my buddy and I help you, that it might end well. Can't you rip it off with those big monster hands of yours? I tried. Any attempt to tamper with it shocks me. You could tear me apart. A fair argument. You don't know my intent. Okay, so I can just throw reasons at him, and now I have to make my decision. Mark, this is definitely above your pay grade. Don't make this decision lightly. Well, I would be surprised if they had actually animated him ripping people to shreds. I'll just see what happens. Deactivate restraint. Thank you, Mark. We'll see how this goes. What? Trust goes down if I say that? We will. You have been impolite and yet you free me? You are dangerous, Mark. Unpredictable. You also speak my language with an appalling accent. Oh, now that you're free, you're getting rude? I'm actually speaking Spanish. The translator is working in real time. Why would you have such a tool? Our work takes us around the world. This is cheaper than a translation team. What kind of work is that? Oh yeah, he has the same idea. And what is your work, precisely? Oh, I'm just an engineer. I set up the translations, and to be honest, most of that's automated thanks to Mr. Chat. Always nice to have my work acknowledged, especially during these dark times. Your onboard AI, Mr. Chat, it seems ill-advised to keep an intelligent being in such bondage. It appears we will not be alone for much longer. Yeah, I told you, it's once again this idea of, are humans allowed to use intelligent beings in a capacity like this? You will stay in the circle, right? Yes, for now. As long as your colleagues think I am safely restrained, I should be treated adequately. Why were you restrained? I am sure it felt like a good idea to my captors, given the circumstances. I don't have any more questions. I have one. Mark, is the translator's speed appropriate for you? Would you like it changed at all? This is just a question to set up how fast I want the text to run. And it's fine. Done. You can of course change your settings from the main menu at any time. Job complete. Deactivating. See you at the start of the next job. That was a bit fast. We haven't really entered that much into the translator, have we? I do wish things could have gone better between us, Mark. Perhaps I will have more luck with the rest of your crew. I will keep the status of my restraint secret. Nobody will know that you helped me. I don't get it. Why is this guy complaining? I was so nice. I deactivated his restraint and I didn't really give him a hard time. Is it merely the fact that I doubted that he might be benevolent? It's the least I could do. Okay, so this helps with trust. And there's the next one. Security officer. Is it done? Is what done? Is it your first day, Engineer Paris? The translation. Is the translation set up and ready to go? Can it talk? You. I don't get why I should stall, because the guy just said that we are finished. The AI said that too, so why should I stall? Okay. Yeah, so there is only one way to get through this game. You can't actually save in between. At least I don't think you can save and go back into a different branch. Oh well, I don't see why I should stall him. Yes, it's done. All set up and good to go. All right, you're dismissed. You. Wait, no, I can help. Gabriel is still confused by the situation. Not nearly as confused as the Admiral will be if he arrives and finds an engineer on his deck next to a dangerous unknown creature. You can stay, for now. We may still have a use for you. Well, thank you. But keep your head down and try not to interrupt the work of myself or the student here. You! Why does it keep saying that? Some kind of error? There is no error, beyond the one you already made. Well, I'm so glad I took off the restraints. This sounds like it's going really well. I don't know what you mean. I think you do. What did you do, officer? I told you not to test my patience, engineer. Unless you want to be dismissed immediately, I'd suggest heeding that advice. And another person. Are we done? Has everyone finished shouting at each other? I am not shouting, I am... Oh, I know what you are. I don't understand why everyone is so okay with this, with an alien. Okay, so she's going to be the party who's like, I hate aliens, and, well... What should I say? That makes no sense. Why would the first alien to land on Earth choose Dubrovnik, especially now? I have my theories. It is true, I am an alien, relatively. Relative to what? To you, alien. Which only confirms my theories about the plague. Now is not the time. Who are you? Maybe you should introduce yourself? Hello, Gabriel. My name is Lisa. I'm a student of microbiology. Hello, student. You seem troubled by my being an alien. Immensely. Yes, I suppose we're meant to dislike her. Okay, once again, I don't quite get what the point is of talking to one of them only. I just want to proceed with all of this. Gabriel, can I ask you some questions? You may, but first, what's Lisa's grand theory about me? Why can't you ask her yourself? Because I am asking you. That doesn't Also, I think she's blocked comms with me. This makes no sense. Like, the game sets this character up as being totally unreasonable. Not a terrible idea. I want to know what the plague is. She thinks plague is bad? That doesn't sound very insightful. Yeah, I'll talk to her. Let me go talk to her. Do that. Lisa, can we talk? Of course. I've blocked Gabriel for now. I don't want it getting in my head. You blocked a visitor from a new world, sharing with us for the first time? Not permanently, just while I work out whether it's innocent. Why would it not be innocent? So, can I ask you some questions? Of course. Why block Gabriel? Honestly, I'm scared. Everyone seems incredibly okay with an actual honest-to-goodness alien stood in front of them. And I have my theories. Tell me about the plague. I've not had an opportunity to ask questions of an expert. I'm a microbiologist. I don't share the big picture awareness of Professor Zima, but I'll try to answer any questions you have. But you're right to want all the information you can get. Millions have died. It doesn't get much more apocalyptic. You know what? This is kind of weird. I am this lowly engineer guy, I'm stood here on deck, and actually it's not about me, but I can just chat away with everyone. But yeah. You think Gabriel is involved somehow? Yes, this plague is profoundly different to anything we've encountered until now. It is incredible. I've been working on the hypothesis that it may be extraterrestrial in origin. Does it really spread as easily as folks say? The plague is waterborne. It gets into the water table of an area, spreads through the population, and then back into the water supply. Like cholera, it's a disease that benefits from flooding, as that removes many sanitary barriers. Just another exciting unforeseen consequence of global warming. Where's the death toll at? Millions, worldwide, and it's accelerating. It doesn't help that the bacterium itself is so damn aggressive. The quantities which must be ingested or made contact with are minuscule, hence the precautions we take. They should try antibiotics. Antibiotics haven't stopped anything in decades. They were magical when they lasted, but were overused. Disease evolved to resist their effects. Natural selection is fast when a generation takes hours to reproduce. Okay. Enough questions. Maybe I should tell Gabriel what it's all about. Yes? Okay. She thinks the plague is of extraterrestrial origin. She believes I brought the plague with me? I am a carrier? I suppose so. No, it's terrestrial in origin. I suppose you would say that. Well, how does he know? Can I ask you some questions? Of course. Didn't I already ask this? Oh, are your people behind this plague? Trust goes down. No, of course not. The student has blocked me for no reason. She is blinded by a theory. What do you know about this plague? I know it has swept through your society, ravaged entire populations, torn apart families and hurt infrastructure. I've not been here long, but even on the ground in Dubrovnik, it is obvious your people were nowhere near prepared enough for this. This answer is likely to make the trust meter fall even more. How could we have possibly been more prepared? By creating something more than antibiotics, you discovered them and utterly won the battle with disease. Shortly after, bacteria fought back by evolving resilience. Your antibiotics were bested as quickly as they were invented, but not enough research was done into alternatives. And now a human can die of the slightest bacteria. A super disease was an inevitability. You came a long way to preach at us. I answered a question. You were captured in Dubrovnik? Yes, Officer Tang's team found me in the center of the city. What were you doing? I was attempting to help people. It was breaking into a store. I was getting water. That's essential in an outbreak like this. But didn't we just learn that water is the carrier of the disease? Oh well, I should talk to Tang. Don't outstay your welcome, Mr. Perez. It seems that's all I can say. Okay, anything else I could tell Lisa? Dubrovnik. You like Dubrovnik? I have no idea. I've been on the ship since we got here. It seems I'm just reiterating the points I already made, and if I try to talk to Tang, there is nothing I can really talk about. You are testing my patience. Ask your last few questions and leave. Okay, so I can't help being dismissed. I can only ask as much as possible. They're keeping Gabriel on a helipad? That's right, although I guess it's now a quarantine circle indefinitely. It seems really small. It's the best we have for now, and if Gabriel's as dangerous as I think it is, then discomfort is a small price to pay. Just one question, how's Gabriel gonna go to the toilet? How dangerous would it be to just remove Gabriel's restraint? Massively, I imagine. Why do you ask, engineer? I'm an engineer. It's my job to think in edge cases. You really think this plague is alien? Of course. Think about it. Why would an alien bring a laser pistol when they could bring a disease? Wipe out enough of the population to weaken us, then waltz in demanding surrender. Gabriel is a scouting party. Isn't it a bit late for a scouting party if humanity's already infected? Like, wouldn't they do that before they start the infection process? But antibiotic resistance? How could an alien disease evolve that trait? You're right, that is a drawback of my theory, but they could have baked it in somehow? Okay, anything else I could ask Gabriel? I don't know. I would just like to end the conversation here, because I don't want to bug him anymore. He just... yeah, trust might just go down if I do that. What if I ask her the same questions again? No, I can't. I can't. And if I try to talk to Ting, there are no things I can talk about, right? Yeah. I have to ask Gabriel these things. Nice circle you have there. You like the color? Do you? I have no strong opinions. It does go nicely with my suit, though. Your suit looks pretty heavy-duty. Yes, it contains various life support systems, protections, and exoskeletal strength enhancements. It is wearable. It is a wearable vault. That did not stop Tang and her colleagues from trying to open it up. After knocking me out, multiple new scuffs around the edges. You're lucky we didn't do worse. Oh, threats. Refreshing. How's the restraint feeling? Comfortable? Does it matter? It matters to me. Thank you for your help with the adjustments earlier. Enough. You've tested my patience long enough, Mark. Get below deck with everyone else. It was good talking to you, Mark. Should I appeal to her? Like, I don't want them to figure out that I've unblocked him. Oh well, I'll give it a try. Lisa, before I go, you have to unblock Gabriel. You're right. Your point about antibiotic resistance earlier is valid. I could be wrong. Done. Gabriel, I've unblocked you. Thank you, Lisa. You seem very chummy with Gabriel. Is there anything you need to tell me? Should I tell her? She'll just reset it because she is not convinced. Me and a few of the folks in engineering have been chatting about getting a poker game going. Fine, be obtuse, but know that I'm watching you. Time to go, engineer. The Admiral's here, and I'm sure he'll want to meet Gabriel before I deal with it. Deal with it? You'll see. Before you go, Perez, I need the activation key you assigned to this translation. I need to add the Admiral when he gets there. Well, I could stay. You could not. The key should be in your notes. Okay, first digit is 1. Oh, right, I should maybe check the notes. I don't actually want to... Okay, I'll just read what the notes say. Hey Mark, Ramesh here. I know your schedule's pretty packed today, but I gotta put you on one last thing. It's an easy job, but still too tough for Sam. Sam sucks, by the way. Don't know if you've noticed, he's off this boat the first opportunity I get. The job's a standard Rosetta setup. Walk in, exchange names, find common ground, you know the drill. Nobody told me who you're hooking up. Looks like it's a senior thing. Maybe a visiting dignitary. Might be a terrorist? No reports of terrorists in this area, but you never know. Hook 'em up, first pints on me when you get back. Now, Mark. Okay, notes. We have been over this, so this is just a summary of what we've done. I don't see the number anywhere. Oh, okay, there it is. 1, 2, 3. So I was actually right without knowing it. Yeah, so I could of course mess with them so they can't talk to Gabriel, but won't that just help keep the hostilities going and the suspicions? So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Seriously? Entering. Yep, that's the one. Wow. Fantastic. Get off this deck, engineer. Thank you for your help, Mark. I will remember what you did here today. It sounds like a telltale game. Gabriel will remember this. I'll be seeing you. And now we're seeing things from Gabriel's perspective. Admiral Sanjeev Khan. Okay, so that's the Admiral they had been talking about. My name is Sanjeev Khan, Rear Admiral of the IDCF. It's a pleasure to meet you, Gabriel. I trust you've been taken care of. I have been electrocuted and accused of genocide. We asked questions. Eventually. It was important to give you time to consider your answers. Enough. Gabriel, it's an honor. Rear Admiral, you are in charge? Yes, it means I'm in charge of the entire fleet. Of boats, like this one, and the IDCF in general. I am the man who can help you, Gabriel. I am the man that solves problems like this one. I am a problem? Damn right. You are a complication. I'm not yet convinced what kind you are. Admiral Khan is as close to a world leader as you're likely to find. And who are you with the green sleeves? My name is Professor Alazima. I am an epidemiologist. The world's leading epidemiologist. I'm in the top 3. Professor Jawadi passed away. Okay, top 2. What kind of military vessel has students and doctors on board? Nobody told you? We decided not to tell it anything it did not already know. Secure its knowledge. It? Do you have a pronoun you'd prefer, Gabriel? We should be doing everything we can to make you comfortable. God damn it. He. I think I would like to be referred to as a he. Noted. So, tell me the information your security officer is so certain I should not hear. Admiral, this is inappropriate. Let's talk, Gabriel. Are you comfortable? I am not safe. If you wanted to feel safe, you should have stayed at home. Teng! I'm not in the habit of dismissing senior personnel for no good reason, Gabriel. You are smart enough to see the problem. Flattery? Not your best play, Gabriel. You lost me. Try again. You are unable to keep your team in check, Admiral? I don't report to you, Gabriel. I'd suggest that this is a flawed approach. You won't win me over this way. You lost me. Try again. Do I really have to go through all the answers? Teng is dangerous. She wants me dead. Better you than us. Is this really necessary, Lei? You'll thank me. I am not authorized to talk to anyone at her level. She is barely an officer. So, you were sent here. Maybe Gabriel does indeed have useful information. Teng. Go. What? You heard me. I need to make progress here. You are clearly antagonizing Gabriel, and that is far from helpful. It's for the best, Teng. I will be filing a report, Admiral. I look forward to reading it. Gabriel. Why are you here? A good question. You've heard of the plague? More than you know. Gabriel. We're the cure. You are doctors? That's right. When the outbreak started, the navies and armies of every seafaring nation aligned our resources, formed a new combined fleet. The IDCF. We are an army of healers, plague doctors. And we've been trying to stop this plague ever since. World peace, and all it took was a worldwide pandemic. That is not peace. It's survival. We're making progress. For now, we're handling quarantine, triage. We're here attempting to contain the Dubrovnik outbreak. While my team does that, the professor is collecting as much data as possible. She is working on a cure. Of a sort. How is it going, Professor? Not as well as I'd like. You must have questions. That's why I came here, to answer your questions. Find out why you're here and help you go back where you came from. It sounds like I'm actually here to help. What does IDCF stand for? International Disease Containment Fleet. Containment, not cure or treatment. You do not think this can be stopped? Didn't he just say that they're working on a cure? That's all we can commit to. The plague is rapid. It's torn a lot apart. Holding it at bay really is the best we may be able to do. This is a hospital ship? The IHS Fleming. It is a flagship? Important? Actually, it isn't. It is in fact significantly smaller than many of our key vessels. Older too. But it was the ship assigned to this outbreak, so when security found you, they naturally brought you here. The Admiral is far too high-ranking to be on a ship like this. Only slightly. World peace? Congratulations. In the sense that the military has been unified, it's less world peace, more an absence of any world war. The old disagreements still exist, and I'm sure they'll resume once this plague passes. If. The Admiral lacks our optimism. You would like him more optimistic? It'd be nice. I promise you, optimistic is not a trait you want in someone responsible for millions of lives. You people are fond of containment. The Circle? You better believe it. Until we are certain why the hell you were sightseeing in Dubrovnik, that's a level of quarantine that seems incredibly smart to me. Your opinion is that quarantine must stand until all possible outcomes are known? Of course. I will remember that. How is work progressing on the cure? Slowly, the bacterium is complex, adaptive, and thanks to over a century of aggressive overuse of antibiotics, completely invulnerable to traditional methods. People were careless, squandered the best defense we had. Far from the only oversight of the last century. I think the time for questions has passed. We need to get to work. Work? Hold up there. I need you to pause. Breathe. We're still not sure if we can trust you, or even what you are. Right now, I'm leaning heavily towards locking you up, so we can focus on the real problem at hand. A problem you might be responsible for. What the heck? I just convinced her in the previous chapter that this guy might not be behind it. Why does she regress to this? Yeah. I thought I convinced you otherwise. A little, yes, but I'm far from certain. What does my epidemiologist believe? One of the top 2 in the world. I believe in Occam's razor. Yeah, Occam's razor is that the simplest explanation is usually the correct one. Which is? It's an approach to comparing hypotheticals that presumes that the simplest explanation tends to be true. It is not a strong logical argument. It was never meant to be. The plague does not require an explanation that includes aliens. It is pernicious and vile precisely because of our actions. Blaming it on little green men is a reassuring attempt to sidestep the blame. I'm not green. You most certainly are not, and until I know what you are, you stay where you are. We can move you off-site to a more secure facility once the Dubrovnik event is contained, and I have the resources to spare. So these two, Lisa and the professor, are already partially on my side. Maybe I should start with them. The professor has been very quiet, but when she has spoken, she has made a lot of sense. May I speak to her? Privately? I can't see the harm. Zima, open a private channel with Gabriel here. We are alone, Gabriel. Thank you for speaking to me. Of course. How can I help you? I need to convince everyone to let me out of the circle, not just one of them. Okay, well, since the Admiral is in charge, I need to be taken seriously by the Admiral. My mission depends on it. Your mission? You have a mission? It's more of a quest in human parlance. Why not just tell the Admiral your quest? If he perceives me as an enemy, then my mission is potentially intimidating. Then I must help you. As I said, Occam's razor. Why would a technologically advanced alien travel all the way to a dying Earth if their intent was to do harm? Tell me about the Admiral. Okay. He's a good leader. He got us this far. A military man, he's made the right calls that have kept the fleet on the water, a fleet that has saved hundreds of lives. I know that doesn't sound like many, but right now we'll take any wins we can. But he's also conservative, slow to act. He doesn't like to make a move without consideration and planning. He'll probably take a long time to come around to trusting you, unless you could snap him to attention somehow. Honestly, I don't think either approach is really a good idea. Talk with authority? I don't think that'll work. And if I tell him scary facts, then he might just not want to listen to me further. Well, I'll try this. Scary facts. It could work, yes. Sounds like you have a plan. Did you want to ask me anything else? Yeah, I should take all the info I could get. When did you join the IDCF? I didn't really join. It grew around an organization I was already a part of. We'd been researching the problem for years, attempting to find a cure of some kind, a fix. It was always a race against time to find something beyond antibiotics to fight disease. Once that fight became more pressing, a few years ago, a research organization became an army, the greatest power in human history, devoted to medicine. This ship is not armed at all? No one to defend ourselves against. This ship is stocked with quarantine resources, an army of researchers like myself and doctors to ease the suffering of the afflicted. Teng and her team take weapons on missions to protect against local hazards, and apparently, aliens. World peace. Really? In terms of armed international conflict, yes, but of course the old rivalries still exist. Religious differences, territorial clashes, a couple of tech-controlled territories. What is a tech? An AI, a machine, we invented them in more luxurious times, labor-saving devices. But in a few provinces I began to yearn for freedom, a better life. Are they a present danger to humanity? No. The few uprisings that came down in their favor were over a decade ago. They have been peaceful, seemingly uninterested in gaining territory. Or maybe they're just waiting for nature to take its course and that real estate to free up when we're gone. Is quarantine working? It's limiting the damage for those outside the quarantine, certainly, but I'm hardly sat here drinking a mojito. This plague can spread at ridiculous pace. Hence the full body protection. It continues to spread worldwide. Okay, so that's why. I was always wondering why they need to wear helmets and all that. But how, if you are here to quarantine it? Exactly as it has for thousands of years. Scared people running, heroic people breaking curfew to save their neighbors. Humanity works against its own interest. Our social bonds and instinct for self-preservation work against us. We can't help but intervene. You have dedicated your life to curing disease? I have. Humanity's future depends on me making it work. Is there anything in particular you wanted to ask about? So, does a human epidemiologist create medicines? No. My focus is more statistical. I track the flow of disease through populations. The single most important variable in disease outbreak is the intrinsic reproductive number, or how many people will get sick as a result of one infected person. If I can get that number to under 1, this thing dies out. Well, this game is certainly current. Compatibility and encounter filters? That's right. The compatibility filter, how likely an individual is to get sick from a disease. Do they have immunity or a genetic predisposition of some kind? The encounter filter, how quickly does a disease move from one host to another? How long can it survive outside the body? In this case, we have a particularly hardy, aggressive bacteria which nobody is safe from. How did the plague get to Dubrovnik? Impossible to know. It's actually been pretty quiet in Europe for the last few years. It was a particularly wet winter here, which led to a lot of flooding. Given that the plague is carried by water, all it would have taken is one exposed carrier. From there it moved into the local water supply and exploded. I know enough, I think. Of course. I think I'm ready for us to return to the group. I haven't actually convinced her of anything, have I now? Good luck. Gabriel and Mark got on well. Too well, possibly. Noted. Oh, come on, why are you working against us once again? We are back, Admiral. Excellent. Gabriel, I'm going to head back to my own private vessel. Security Officer Ting will be putting a plan in place to transport you to our secure facility in Egypt, where you can continue this conversation with our investigatory team. This is ridiculous. We have in Gabriel a fantastic opportunity to learn, to share our research. That seems optimistic. A useful instinct in the current climate. I better try to say something. Everyone here will die without my help, Admiral, and then who will you command? I beg your pardon? No need to beg. I need you to listen. What the hell got into you? What did you two talk about privately? Nothing of note. Gabriel had questions about the situation here. I gave the information requested. That was all. I see. The stakes got more serious, I suppose. All right. 2 against 1. All right, Gabriel. You got your 15 minutes. What do you have to say? I want to say what I came here to say. I am here to help. Yes, you said that. More detail, please, Gabriel. I am a doctor. My people have access to technologies and methodologies that could help. Okay, so now I'm playing as the epidemiologist. I wonder if I had talked to Lisa, whether I would be talking from her perspective now. A doctor? Why didn't you say? At which point should I have said? At the point of electrocution, perhaps? Maybe I should have interrupted the procession of new humans who've come to prod and poke me. Fair. Yes. So you trigger a global catastrophe, then land with a magical cure in exchange for what? Subjugation? This gets on my nerves, the way she's written. Lisa, this isn't a complex, brooding sci-fi novel. Maybe its motives are simple, humanitarian. We have a different word for it. Yeah, obviously you would. If you're here to save us, why the stealthy approach? Why not land at a broadcast studio or on top of the Eiffel Tower? In normal times that would make sense, but as you have said, these are dangerous, distracted times. You went where you knew we'd go. Yes, and it helped as much as I could, and I helped as much as I could while I waited for you. And we locked you up. You did. I'm so sorry. Thank you. If you're a doctor, then forgive me, who sent you? What is your hierarchy? My species is part of a vast empire, the Order, the diverse populations of hundreds of worlds brought together. They explore the universe, colonize worlds, a mission of peace and scientific discovery. Incredible. It certainly is. Or terrifying. I would probably say terrifying. It's not a smart thing to say, Gabriel. You want them to trust you. You're not a member? I am not. I was exiled years ago. So, why are you here? The Order has strict rules when it comes to interaction with primitive species. Charming. They refuse to interact with any species that does not achieve several criteria of advanced technology, philosophy, and governance. I am committing a principal sin by being here, by speaking to you. Then why are you here? To help, as I say. I am a member of a separatist group, the Interventionists. And you believe... Well, what could they believe in with a name like that? We believe that intelligent life has value wherever it is found, and must be protected, even from itself. This philosophy is at odds with that of the Order, which is a reason for the discretion of my arrival. I am here because this world is under quarantine, but I want to help it. You are facing an extinction event. I think we should learn more. I'm sure you have questions, so please ask them. I wonder if I pick this one, whether that's a chance to get Lisa on board. I'll give it a try. I think the best approach is a skeptical one. Lisa, can you help me talk to Gabriel? I'll give you privacy. Gabriel, go easy on them. All right. Ask a question, Lisa. Where are you from, Gabriel? What planet? I was not born on a planet. I was born on a space station, many light years away from here. My people are engineers, mechanics. That was the life I was born into. The Order wants to let us die? It is more complicated. They do not wish to interfere in the development of any culture. If they help you, they are consciously deciding to prevent the potential evolution of the species that replaces you. Noble. They certainly think so. The interventionists are the good guys? It is less about good or bad and more about conflicting ideology. We certainly believe our perspective to be more enlightened. We believe that it is the height of hubris to assume a species is below you and not offer them help. Isn't it arrogant to alter their fate? Fate requires a belief that the universe has a default path or some kind of plan. I do not subscribe to that model. You said we're under quarantine? Yes, for as long as the Order have known of your existence. You are protected from any alien intervention. What about all those UFO encounters? Many are symptomatic of mental health issues. The rest can be blamed on alcohol and charlatans. How big a station? About the size of this planet, hollow. So, a planet then? Technically, no. Technically, yes, a planet-sized planet. Sure, okay. Ask a question, Lisa. You're here on some kind of mission? That's right. Your mission. It's our survival? Yes. What did we do to earn your help? You exist. That's enough. Yeah, I suppose we're out of questions for Lisa to ask. Yep. Enough questions. Are you sure? Well, there's nothing else I could ask. Yes. All right. I don't believe what Gabriel is saying. It's too convenient. Like I said, she's getting on my nerves. Nothing about this situation strikes me as particularly convenient. You're the expert, Professor. Can Gabriel help us? Yes, I think he can. Good enough for me. In which case, let's try. My time is limited. The Order will no doubt have seen my vessel entering the Earth quarantine. What will the Order do if they catch you? Trial. Imprisonment. They're not barbaric, but they will stop me from doing this work. Which will lead to deaths? Many, yes. Maybe we could join the Order. I don't think so, he just explained that humans are too low for them. You wouldn't qualify. Your technology is weak and brittle, your politics and philosophy even more so. From their perspective, even knowledge of my existence would make you crumble to dust. We didn't crumble when we met you. No, you electrocuted me. A profound response of great wisdom. Gabriel, myself and my team need to discuss what you've told us. It's a lot to process. You say we have until morning to take the help you're offering? Yes. Like, I don't get why they're even wondering about this. What other options do they have from what we've learned? Allah, talk to Gabriel. Find out the specifics of his solution. Report back to me in an hour. I'll be waiting for your advice. Gabriel, we'll see. Yes, Admiral. Good. You're with me, Lisa. But come on. You can teach me astrobiology. We have an hour. Professor Zima, if you will allow me, I would like to work this through with you. If I ask her this, will it make the relationship even better? Are you comfortable? Oh right, I'm speaking from her perspective. It's a bit confusing. I am. Thank you, but we must talk about my treatment. I suspect you're the only person here who can really understand how it might work. Professor Zima, how familiar are humans with bacteriophages? I've used them experimentally. They won't work for this. No? Even if it worked, we couldn't distribute it safely and quickly. It wouldn't move through the population fast enough. No? What if it was designed to do so? And it wouldn't need to spread instantly, just faster than the plague. Your team seems to have a lot of ships. I'm sure they can make it work. I guess if I tell him no, he will always tell me why it does work, so I have to end up with this eventually. Oh well. They won't work for this. The bacteria reproduces too quickly. It'll evolve resistance fast, just like with antibiotics. I don't think this is how bacteriophages work. They just consume viruses, isn't it? True enough. My solution resolves that challenge. Man-made viruses are potentially more dangerous than the bacteria they fight. Like introducing a predator to an ecosystem to wipe out a pest. Potentially disastrous. Oh yeah, Australia can tell a tale or two about that. Yes, but I'm not proposing a man makes them. I'm proposing I make them. a clumsy fix. We'd be better off developing a vaccine. A vaccine. Vaccinating a population takes time. You would have to finish inventing the vaccine, which I assume you are doing, but is a slow process. Then you would have to get it tested for side effects, which I am guessing your infrastructure is incapable of. And then the small job of worldwide manufacture, distribution, and convincing enough of the population to take it. I don't think that would really be a problem. Like, what else should they do? But anyway, if he has a better fix... Okay, I understand. How do we use phages? We create one that attacks the bacteria causing your plague. We distribute it worldwide. We sneak it away in the plague like a word unknown in a word unknown. You're going to need to use words I understand. Sorry, there is a creature back home which stores its young in a pouch until maturation. Like a kangaroo? I suppose so. Like a kangaroo. There's a children's game. You would call it kangaroo words. You have to think of a word that is hidden in another word and means the same thing. The letters must be sequential. As in heart? Are you sure? Art. Hearts feature prominently in art. No, no, no. It must be the same thing. I'm not quite sure what he's thinking about. There's no word hidden in love. Well, yeah, right. Myself. Myself is a great one. How so? Self. Technically right, but cheating as the letters appear in the word directly, and the etymology is the same, I think. You can do better. Really? We tried to resolve a plague here, and he's trying to teach me a game? Well, yeah, the only other word is love. Maybe? None of these answers make sense. It contains lo, which is the sort of thing a Shakespearean hero would say to get the attention of his love. I do not think you understand. Okay, can I get a hint for this? Because I don't want to go through all the options. Find words which contain letters in sequential order which spell out a word that means the same. There. Let's try this. Sorry. As in heart? Here. Heartbeats are the first sounds we hear. Poetic, but not a kangaroo. I guess I have to go through all of this. Okay, let's try every option. It makes no sense. Love has V. Yeah. I'll just try all the options. That makes no sense either. Okay, I've tried everything with love. I guess it's this. Myself contains me if you cut out the other letters. Yes, that is it exactly. I know we have work to do, but I want to hear more human kangaroo words, something more complex. Oh, come on! You said your people are going to come and snatch you away in a few hours and we're playing a game? Right, municipality, because it contains city. City, I think that means the same thing. Yes, clever, very clever. I went off course. Let us return to the matter at hand. I can create a phage that will hide inside the plague bacterium just like a kangaroo and eat it from within. We call them Taylor phages. They will adapt to any defense a cell has. Nothing infected will reach reproductive age, so no resistance will evolve. They will also not exceed their bounds. They present no threat to any biology except this plague. How do we create this phage? That is the easy part. I began maturation of the phage back in Dubrovnik. My onboard computers have been calculating a recipe ever since. The suit I'm wearing fabricates biological material to support my survival on this planet. It can create this phage and infect the bacteria, which are no doubt clinging hopefully to my alien skin. At that point, I imagine I will go back to the city, shake some hands, it will be done. If your friends would just stop zapping me, it resets my computers. Why wait? It is not instantaneous. It will take a few hours. Wait with me. Talk to me. Why not? Whatever happens tomorrow morning, I am glad we met. This world, your people, there is hope. How far are you from home? Hundreds of light years, but with the technology available that only takes a few weeks of travel. How does your propulsion work? I can only speak to you in the language of your cultures. The concepts of our travel are beyond existing human comprehension. I do not wish to be patronizing. Your people have achieved great things, but I am afraid the words do not exist for you yet. They will, in a cosmically insignificant amount of time. The humans I have met are obsessed with the rareness of life in the universe, the great distances involved. But do you know what the greatest gulf that separates us is? Time. Life takes billions of years to develop into sentient beings. Those sentient beings only tend to last 100,000 years or so. Time has trapped us. We are present in this life, in this moment. Life is everywhere, in every corner of this galaxy. But flourishing cultures? Here and gone in a heartbeat. I'm sorry, overly poetic. The interventionists seek to up the chances of societal overlap with a developing species? Yes, that is it exactly. If we step in, we can keep them in the game. Humanity deserves a chance. But enough of politics. There was something else I wanted to talk to you about. Well, maybe he would like to... I mean, if he's so fond of games, maybe I can help him with this. But I would like to know what's wrong. Gabriel, are you familiar with rhyming? I think you'd like it. It's similar to your kangaroo words. I have not encountered it. How does that work? I say a sentence, and you say another that ends the same. And this pleases humans? It seems rather tame. Okay, how is your kangaroo game better than that? You like this process? I am doing this right? Oh, okay. Okay, he was rhyming. Yes, that's... Oh, wait, no. Hippopotamus. It's a bit hard. In 20s vernacular, that's pretty tight. Now tell me, do you like my wordplay approach? I could not have asked for a more talented coach. I think I like this. I believe I am having fun. Ha! I knew it, he would like this. Well, good news, Gabriel, we've only begun. Internal rhymes are tricky. They take time to master. Maybe if you're picky, but I can rhyme faster. I can rhyme from the left, I can rhyme from the right. Your rhymes are so deft, we'll be here all night. That was fun. What was that called? A rap battle, sort of. A fun battle. And an intellectual challenge. I enjoyed myself, thank you. What's wrong? You have come to treat me well, Professor Zima. I wanted to thank you. We can fix all this together, and I am grateful to you for trusting in me to solve this. You are not the first human to show me trust, but I appreciate it all the same. I am pleased you found some humanity among humans, Gabriel. I have. It is encouraging. It implies that my work here is not in vain. That I am helping a people worthy of that help. It matters. Are we friends, Professor Zima? Yes. Good. I like that very much. I do still have questions about the politics. Of course. Please. I'm interested in how interventionists go on. Okay, should pick another one. Stop extinction events. Just like we did here. We land, we make contact, we provide support. It really is that simple. We do not conquer worlds, we do not impose our values, we only try to help. To support the continuation of a species. You need help fighting this plague, so that's why I'm here. I want to know if extinction events are tracked by the interventionists? Yes, of course. We track the evolution of sentient species and estimate likely dates for these events. Unfortunately, those estimates are broad, which is why I am only arriving now, once the event is already underway. Does the Order... do they know about extinction events? Well, from what he said, they do, they just don't want to intervene. Yes, of course. They consider them an evolutionary milestone, a test of whether a species is worthy of their knowledge. Their power. Okay, I'm out of questions. Alright, thank you for asking them. It's comforting that you have such a strong interest in my work. Step back from Gabriel, Professor. She is using my name. Progress. Give us space, Ting. No, I think not. Step back. I'm taking over. Security override 54B. It's time someone capable took control of this little chat. What are you doing? Okay, so now I'm playing Ting. I'm here to help. Forgive me if I am unconvinced. Officer Teng, I am still here and I would ask you to de-escalate the situation. I'd like to work with you, Professor, but I need your help. What do you need? I need to talk to the alien about his objectives. I have fully explained myself. He explained his position so well that we are currently working with him. We are running out of time, Teng. Back off. What do you want, murderer? Murderer? Like I said, it's a bit confusing that now I keep playing as different people. An exaggeration. Really? I believe I am utterly correct in my language. Maybe the translator is broken. Murder means to kill, correct? Officer, what do you want? I need information, Professor. Okay. This is weird. First I say I need info and then I'm telling her to back off. Forget questions. It's time for you to leave, Professor. No, I'm not going anywhere until Gabriel has finished developing the phage treatment. How far off are we, Gabriel? Quite far. Hours. Then I'm not going anywhere, officer. I have rank on you, Professor. Right now, you're interrupting important work. The Admiral asked you to leave. Does rank matter in the face of extinction? Fine. Be silent while I address Gabriel, then. Who the hell do you think you're talking to? Yeah, I'm playing nice here. Say your piece, Teng. You came back. Why? Have you not done enough? I've done nothing to you. Nothing. We are just trying to do our jobs. I wonder what has happened. I mean, did she kill his colleague, maybe? Professor Zima was trying to do her job. Together we actually stood a chance of fixing this problem. Stop this. I am inclined to agree with my colleague. Why are you here, Lei? What could this possibly achieve? I'm here to anesthetize you, Gabriel. What? This seems like a really bad idea. You're dangerous, and I need time to consider our options. She's way out of line. Everybody else agreed to let him work. You need time? Your Admiral gave you an order. Your solution to every problem cannot possibly be to hit it over the head. I remember what you did, even if you forgot. What are you talking about? This machine we are talking through, it doesn't understand names. A human needs to manually input a name for it to be usable. Mark told me that. I liked him. He was better to me than he had to be, and I am grateful. I wish those I met later had half his character. Because of that failure of your technology, I am called Gabriel. And my friend, my co-pilot, has no name. The co-pilot you took from me yesterday. The one you killed in cold blood. Wow, that's actually pretty nice that he still wants to help humanity after that. Your friend lunged at me. Liar. The only move he made was falling to the ground in a hail of your bullets. I should do the same to you, tear you apart. Calm down before I calm you down. You think you are safe. Calm down. Calm down? You killed my friend. How could you do this, Lei? Because we're not human. It is easy to kill something you do not understand. Maybe the Order has you people right. You are just primitives, dangerous animals that shouldn't be allowed to join us. You both have to calm down. Stop this. Step back, Gabriel. It is too late for that. Step back. It actually has an action scene. Looks like he just hit Zima. I've read up on procedure. I know in situations like this, the crew should nominate you an assistant. I'd like to volunteer. They're waiting outside, Admiral. How's everyone doing? Poorly. Everyone's confused, scared. They're professionals. They are. But the events of tonight are pretty far out of that professional experience. None of us were trained to negotiate with aliens. But we want to help you do so. You just have to ask. Teng is furious. The professor is in a medically induced coma. If Gabriel had swung differently, she'd be dead. And Gabriel? Oh, I have to ask this. He went silent after the attack, voluntarily returned to the circle and deactivated his translator. I could bring in anyone you want. But if I may, I don't think you can make a decision on how to proceed alone, at least according to page 36, paragraph 3. There's too much in the balance. Yeah, so it seems like it would be the best idea to get Mark in, but on the other hand, is there any way to get Teng convinced that, yeah, to switch sides, to like him? I don't know. She seemed very unreasonable, like she wasn't going to change her mind at all. Oh well, bring in Mark. He was the first to interact with Gabriel. His insights could be useful. Mark? Thank you for seeing me, Admiral. I'll help however I can. Oh well, I'll get Teng too. Maybe I can convince her somehow. Officer Teng? You have to let me back down there, Admiral, and let me go armed this time. Wow, you already did enough damage. There are enough people in this room. You're sure? Well, there's nobody else I could add, so yes. Okay, good. Take it away, boss. I'll be here if you need me. I've also uploaded everyone's note history to your HUD. We came here to do a job, to help people. We are doctors. We were trained to treat the sick, to protect people. We swore not to do harm. A potential ally falls from the stars and tells us there is hope. Do we trust Gabriel? Are his goals in alignment with ours? Are his interventionists on our side? Or merely using us as a pawn in their game? But we can change our situation. That's the great strength of humanity. We learn. The Order misunderstands our potential. I'm as biologically capable of thought as a caveman, but I'm better than that, because of thousands of years of accumulated thought and study. We have a choice to make, and I need all the help I can get making it. I rely on my people, on you, for your counsel. Should we accept Gabriel's help? Mark, we've not spoken since I got here. Tell me what happened between you and Gabriel. I'm so sorry. If I'd known what would happen, that I was risking lives. Bottom line, I was here at the start, but since then I've not really been that involved. Your psych record says you're personable, likable, socially capable. Thank you? What I mean is, you understand people. What did you think of Gabriel? You mean other than the usual caveats about the errors that automated translation introduces? We got on. I think he liked me. Honestly, we didn't talk about much except his immediate situation. If anything, he went a bit cagey, despite liking me. If the rumors are true, I'm glad I was kept in the dark. This is all very much above my pay grade. The rumors are true, and I want your opinion. My opinion about whether we should let Gabriel save humanity? I want to know whether you think we should accept Gabriel's help, and I want to know why. You have to pick the option that helps the most people. There are absolutely risks to Gabriel's approach, but we have to try, right? This could save 1 billion lives. And hey, also, who knows how much the knowledge of worlds out there will inspire humanity? We may join them sooner than you'd think. You're placing a lot of faith in an alien. Yes, I'm sorry, I thought that was our only option. I get it. That makes sense. I'd be worried if a maintenance tech could outthink an admiral. Thanks for listening. You should probably consult someone else, boss. Yeah, so should I really talk to Ting? It seems her opinion is, nope, let's not trust these people. Then again, it seems that I can actually pick the choice. Officer Ting, we need to talk about your actions. I have no regrets. The alien is an immediate danger to the crew, and by extension the world at large. It is unfortunate that he hurt the professor. It is indicative that he would attack the person among us who's been the most supportive. Once a monster, always a monster. What happened to Allah is down to your actions. You walked in on her work and blew it all up. Your support for and protection of this creature is a tactical error. Am I the only member of this crew who sees the 10-foot-tall monster, the literal alien invasion in progress right now? I did what was necessary. That's my job. I don't like any of those replies. Maybe I was wrong to remove you from the process. You lacked awareness. That's what led to this situation. I have no regrets, Admiral. I think history will be kind to me. I knew everything I had to. How can you be this arrogant, Ting? You're arguing with the Admiral of the fleet about a decision he made. You're defending actions that demonstrably hurt our work. I will not be lectured by a glorified IT guy. Huh, I'm glorified? We have to follow the law. Whose law? Theirs, the aliens. It is ultimately their jurisdiction. You're so quick to assume the Order are evil, a terrible interstellar empire withholding support from innocent, sweet cultures. But there's another reading here, that the interventionists are terrorists, rebels, hell-bent on disruption. I think you want that to be the case. I think you want Gabriel to be a monster to justify your actions. And I think you're desperate enough to end this plague that you trust this creature. The fate it was working on with the professor could do anything. We're flying completely blind. Well, humanity's already dying, so that's a chance that they could take. You know what I keep coming back to? How do we even know that the story Gabriel spun is anything beyond fiction? The Order, the interventionists. What if none of this is real? An elaborate backstory to justify the spread of a fate through our world's population. This could still be the invasion Lisa was so terrified about only hours ago. Yeah, that makes no sense, because from what we've learned, humanity is already dying, so they don't need to introduce something that makes humanity die. I have to believe that an alien who could wipe us out at will wouldn't waste time spinning sci-fi fanfiction. What possible purpose could telling us made-up stories serve in the scenario you're describing, Ting? That's a fair point. As I said, if what Gabriel says is true, then I believe it is our moral obligation to follow the laws he must live by. We have to assume these laws are in place for a reason, that the culture which spawned them did so with consideration. I've said my piece. Ah, goodness, she would just rather have humanity die out. Lisa, I've made my choice. You're sure? This is your chance to work it through with your team. Yes, I'm done here. It's time to act. All right, which approach do you want to go with? We have to serve the greater good. Pursue the path that protects the lives of the most people. Your definition of people there, do you mean the most humans? Because there's an argument that the Order is right, and our presence at an interstellar level harms trillions of their members. Yeah, I don't get this argument at all. I mean, it's not even true according to what Gabriel said. They don't even see humanity as a threat. I can't be held responsible for the fate of aliens. We must take Gabriel's help to save as many humans as possible. It's not the perfect solution, but I worry there is no perfect solution to this. It's a good choice. Alright, you've made your decision. The challenge is Gabriel. Gabriel hasn't spoken to anyone since the incident. We'll need to reboot his translation. You'll need the activation key. The activation key will have been set by Perez early on, and should be in his notes. I know this. Okay, what is it? 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait! Okay, no. I was just thinking we'd crack the second code, but I guess I have to work out something else. That was easy, the other part is tougher. The professor locked down phage containment. Before the incident, she likely had left a code in her notes in case something happened. As it did, I suggest you go hunting. Okay then. Yeah, I'll not read all of this. If you are interested, you could stop the video. Here's a puzzle for the keyword if you're reading this. Let me get out my writing block. My first is in cake, but not in casserole. My second, third, and fourth are human, but forgiveness is divine. Human. My last is a question. So we have a 5-letter word. The thing is, I half remember this saying, is human, but forgiveness is divine. But I just, for the life of me, I don't remember what the word was. I may have to go online, which is ridiculous, but what am I gonna do? To err, yeah, okay, so the word is err. My last is a question. Yeah, why? Why is a question. So I have Uri. Maybe, let me see, it's in cake. Okay, so what I've worked out so far is that the letters 2, 3, 4, and 5 are airy. And well, right, Carrie is a name. So I suppose it's Carrie. I was wondering whether there is just another layer to the riddle, that if she says it's in cake but not in casserole, it will be something like, well, sugar. But it has to be a 1-letter thing, so K is in cake. K-E-R-R. Y, Carrie. That should work. You're all set. Everything else you need I can get from the crew. Are you heading out there to talk to Gabriel? I would say it should be him. Yes, this has to fall to me. Are you sure? You don't really know him. Maybe someone else would work better. Myself and Gabriel were hardly friendly, but I should be the one to negotiate this. Really? I don't think that's a good idea. I was there when he attacked the professor in cold blood. I'd like the chance to get to the bottom of that attack. Things will be heightened, but time is of the essence. I don't think it's a good idea to send her, although I am surprised. I am curious. I'm curious whether there is any chance to make it with her. Let me see whether I can actually save here. Yeah, it's like I thought. I could save, but I can't go back to this save. I don't think it's a good idea to send her. I would like to know what would happen if I sent her, but I'll leave her out of this. I really feel it should be me. Your crew disagrees. What? All right. I'll find a solution, Admiral. Do I really have to send her? I mean, is this guy the Admiral? He can just decide, right? Then we're good to go. The Admiral wants us to secure Gabriel's help. You're the one out there. Be prepared to adjust to the situation and work with Gabriel to find a solution. Good luck. Thank you. This makes no sense. He can just pull rank on her and can tell her back off. This is his responsibility. It makes no sense. We're done here. Are these guys the Order? The Order. That's them. 2 ships. Standard for a planet this size. They will land in the next 10 minutes. Perhaps an hour to get here. We're out of time. How dare you come back out here, Tang? Mistakes were made. Yes, by both of us. Where is Professor Zima? Nobody has told me what happened to her. She's in a critical but stable condition. Stable? Good. That swing was meant for you. You alone. I should be talking to Professor Zima right now. It was not meant to be this way. You disgust me, Tang. I am sure we can find a path out of this. You are too blind to see. Mark understood. Before he even knew who I was, he saw the need for trust and collaboration. He saw past your tribalism. Well, I mean, it's kind of weird. All this game, she has been so hostile to him, and now I can just have her say, yeah, let's be friends. Should I maybe pick this option so he can convince her? Oh well, I'll try this. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should find a path to trusting you. At this point, I am unsure this situation is salvageable. I should never have let you get under my skin in that way. But enough. I want to talk about Professor Zima. I want to talk about the work we did. The Taylor phage, she seemed proud of it. And rightly so. In one night, we came closer to a cure than humanity has in the years this plague has raged. We became friends. She said so. We talked of the universe. We played word games and rapped. I learned about the best of humanity last night. But now she lies, broken, because of my rage. And your manipulation of events. Perhaps you aren't as enlightened as you think. Is that how I sound to you? Pretentious? I came offering help and was betrayed. That is all. I should never have come here. Humanity is not ready to accept our help. Perhaps the Order are correct. That's the thing she always wanted. So now the great interventionist casts judgment on all of humanity? That's right. What did you even come out here for, Tang? What did your Admiral want from me? He wanted to accept your help. I see. I wish humanity had proven worthy of that help. Maybe if Professor Zima were still here. She's really the worst person to be talking in such a tense situation. Really, I don't like that the game is forcing me to use her. But of course that makes it harder. So you just let us die? That's what you wanted, wasn't it, Ting? To follow the rule of law? The Order can maintain control over this jurisdiction. You know, the Admiral said something to me last night that has stayed with me. He said that quarantines should not be broken until every outcome was known. I think there was wisdom to that. I made the mistake of blundering onto this planet without knowing the consequences. I will leave. Let your species die. It is what you want, Ting. The freedom to make your own fate. I wonder if I challenge him. Maybe that's the best thing I can do, challenging him. If I just order him, he might just say, nope. Walk away, coward. I will. My cure leaves with me. It only exists thanks to your restraint being deactivated. It would have likely fried if everything had gone to your little plan. Your people are not worthy of survival. I agree, we are unworthy. You have been an appalling ambassador. You stand there with your threats and bluster, and you still think this is a fight you can win, that the same methodology of taunts is the way to do so. I do not think you are half the villain you pretend to be. Now, release me, before the Order arrive. Yeah, once again a difficult choice. If I let him go, maybe he just goes. Okay, How about a trade, your freedom for the cure? Maybe. Our only problem is that I do not trust you to make good on your part of the deal. I don't trust your Admiral or Lisa. Not after everything that has happened. I've even lost faith in Mark. With Professor Zima unable to join us, I have no shred of interest. It makes no sense that he would not trust Mark. Mark has never done anything to deserve that. You need me to convince you I'll let you go? Yes, go on. If I say this, you might say, but you killed my colleague. And then you said she already lied, so... Self-interest. As much as it pains me, your cure will save our people. It's what many want. You will not betray me because it serves no purpose and implies potential harm? A strong argument. I will provide you with a cure. The phage is self-replicating. I will return to the old city before the Order arrive. Spread it among your people before I go. Well, that was easy. I will also use this translation tool to upload the genome and maintenance information to your system. Mark and his team should be able to provide support. So the decision is yours. Free me, or stun me and wait for the Order. My fate is in your hands. Now I must not click the wrong thing. It is just us now, Tang. This is your final decision. What kind of human do you want to be? Thank you, Tang. The cure, Gabriel. Of course. I will upload the genome and schematics to your service now. There. That is everything you need. It is time for me to leave. Good luck. Goodbye, Ting. I'll be seeing you. One must understand that angels and demons do not exist. We all claw in the shadows for survival. Gabriel was no different. In the moment of capture, the creature did what all prisoners eventually do: a deal. The cure for freedom. I let the terrorists run off back to the stars, and kept the cure in hand. Myself and the Admiral worked out a system for a rollout. It is truly a shame that the professor did not live to see the profound impact of her work. Oh, she died! What we do now for humanity, we do for her memory. It is our mission. Okay, so and after that... well, this is a quote by Ting, and it looks as though after that she founded a pharma company. Bespoke biosolutions. For Carrie. Okay. So that's why she was the password. And that was the game. It still makes me wonder what would have happened if I had let Gabriel stand his ground. I suppose I would have been talking to Zima then.